About the black man putting on a dress conversation.
You talking to a black man that put on a dress?
Mm-hmm.
That conversation to me it's silly.
Putting black men in dresses adds on to the already stereotype of emasculation that they want our image to be. You see, we're already not in the household because we got pushed out. We already don't get listened to by our women. We already can't see our children the way we want to see our children without going to the courts or going to family court or, child support court, so forth and so on. We already have something that is looming over us every time we walk out the house. You see? Black men go through a lot more than what you think. All right, folks. Yes. I'm going to give my 2 cents on this because it baffles me how someone could basically defend go hard at defending, and on a definitive level, this is what I'm going to talk about today on the radio show when asked about black men wearing dresses. I don't know if you guys seen this clip, which you probably have, where Marlon Wayans is definitively defending wearing a dress and dressing like a white girl back in the movie White Chicks. And he's really going hard based upon what Cat Williams was talking about in his pipe bomb, where he said, black men wearing dresses, it just, dehumanizes us. It emasculates us. And Dave Chappelle said it as well. But guess what? Dave Chappelle was caught in a dress twice. Now, the thing is, you can have that exist in the same realm of what Cat Williams is saying. You can have both exist, meaning, yes, I could have wore a dress before, and, I'll give a reason why I wore that dress at that particular time, be it I thought it was funny for the role, blah, blah, blah. You can have that and have what Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle was talking about. It can still be in the same universe. Putting black men in dresses adds on to the already stereotype of emasculation that they want our image to be. You see, we're already not in the household because we got pushed out. We already don't get listened to by our women. We already can't see our children the way we want to see our children without going to the courts or going to family court or, child support court, so forth and so on. We already have something that is looming over us every time we walk out the house. You see? Black men go through a lot more than what you think. Am I saying that black men have the worst plight ever? No. What I'm saying is, with all of that said, why perpetuate the emasculation stereotype of putting this black man who's already down here in a dress? Let's see Marlon Wayans actually address this. All right, let's go, people.
About the black man putting on a dress conversation.
You talking to a black man that put on a dress?
Mm-hmm.
That conversation to me it's silly because it's a negative thing that is only in black people. We have, for some reason, been programmed to look down on the craziest parts about our experience, that we're supposed to not embrace our past, not embrace our history, not embrace our heroes, not embrace our different levels of comedy, that we have to be this way. When Robin Williams puts on a dress and is Mrs. Doubtfire, he gets nominated for an Oscar, and white people think it's brilliant. His community embraces him. When Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress in Tootsie and he wins an Oscar, he's labeled brilliant. When black people put on dresses, all of a sudden we're labeled by our own people like something negative. And I'm like, we did White Chicks. That's a classic movie. Mm-hmm. It's a classic. I don't care what nobody says. No, it's a classic.
Everyone says it's a classic.
That whole thing about, you know, you put on a dress and you selling out, that is not an artist's mindset. When you're an artist, you know, you go out and you create art.
When you're an artist, you go out and create art. I do agree with that. I'm a graphic designer myself, and I do understand the importance of expressing yourself. But like Cat Williams said, you know, in the Friday movie, he basically said, you know, to the producers, this scene could be funny without me getting R word, right? You know it can. Like, and, you know, why even make fun of a black man getting R word, you know? Why do this? My scene doesn't need that. Yes, black man put on a dress, it's funny. Guess what? Any man that puts on a dress is funny. It's going to be funny. It has no... That's like when women say, I got the best pussy out there. No, you don't. You have a pussy. That's what you have. You have a pussy. Every woman has a pussy, and every pussy does the same thing. Okay? So you're not adding to your pussy. Like, it's nothing you did that added to your pussy being either wet or dry. Okay? So you putting on a dress is funny within itself. It's just I'm going to laugh. But it does not make you funny. It is not any art in there. He talk about white chicks. He's proud of this white chick. He's proud of dressing up like a white chick, where in that movie you had a lot of innuendo, homosexual, deviant shit going on with the black male up in there, which was Terry Crews, which Terry Crews plays nothing but these types of roles. You see? These dudes look like black dudes in white makeup. And he calls this a classic. Oh, it's a classic. Anything could be a classic as long as it's made 10 years ago. It wasn't great. I never thought White Chicks was a funny movie. You know, I don't even think I watched that whole movie. You guys may think it's funny. I thought Big Mama's House was funny. I think Eddie Murphy's Respucia was funny in Norbit. But like I said, that can still exist with what Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle talks about how the black man's image is being tainted with on a daily basis, on a yearly basis, on a decade basis. Since we walked our asses out of slavery, they've been trying to emasculate us. Matter of fact, in slavery, they emasculated us. But we didn't have control over our response in slavery, but we have control now. We don't have to take those roles. This man is defending it as if it's his child, as if wearing a dress, like he really wants to wear that dress. He's definitively defending wearing a dress. I would have respected this man if he would have just answered the question like this. Yes, I get exactly what Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, and all of the other comedians, when they bring up this, based upon the image of the black man. I get it. But however, I decided to do it because I thought it was funny. I thought the role needed it. But don't let me doing this interfere or take away from what these black men are talking about how Hollywood wants to depict our men in a certain manner. I would have respected him if he would have did it like that. And he talks about these white dudes who did it. The thing is, white dudes, they can get away with damn near anything. So you can't even compare, and you can't compare black men to them, because we have to work twice as hard. We have to work 3 times as hard to change the image and change the narrative of how we look. You see, we don't have the time to fuck around. You see what I'm saying? We don't have the luxury of just, putting on dresses and trying to get Oscars and shit for putting on dresses. We don't have that luxury. We gotta make and put our men back up here because we're down here. Y'all, go down in the comment section. Y'all tell me what you think of what Mr. Marlon Wayans had to say. And look, I'm not a Marlon Wayans hater. I rarely disagree with this man, but on this one I have to disagree. And he could have answered that question way better than he did. Y'all stay unplugged from false narratives, and please let me know what you think. All right, hit that like button so the video can get shared around the YouTube community. Appreciate you guys coming through. Catch you on the next one.